Hey yo, what's good, man? It was some great fights on last night. Um, Montana Love. First, I'm gonna talk about him. He just completely just lost it out there. He was doing good in the first round. He won the first round. He got knocked down in the second round, and then by Spark. I forgot his first name, Steve Spark, I think his name is. You know, give him props for that win. A win is a win. Montana Love, he threw this man over the top rope like this was fucking WWE or something. Like he literally, like one of them Hulk Hogan moves, or like Triple H back in the day, like it's Royal Rumble, where you got to throw them out and then they out. You know what I mean? Last man standing. Like Montana Love he really lost it because he, like I say, he really was kind of winning the fight still. He got knocked down in the second round. Spark landed two, three right hands back to back. You know what I mean? Montana Love, he was flustered. You know how the Southpaws is. They get hit with them right hands, and you know it just was the same thing when Spark had his success the same way. You know what I mean? And Montana Love, he would look like he had a little stamina issues too. And then when he got cut, he wasn't able to see the right hand like that, so he got caught a couple times. It was looking bad for him. He was looking like he was finna get stopped. You know what I mean? So he did that WWE shit. He kind of got out of the fight a little bit because he lost the fifth round, and then Spark he was gaining momentum in the sixth round after the cut, and then Montana just lost it and got disqualified. He ain't even get no warnings or nothing. He got all the way disqualified. And Spark, when he got thrown out of the ring, he landed on his feet. That was funny. But and this was Montana Love's first headline. Like this was his first main event because he signed with the Zone like 3 fights ago, and I think the first fight he fought Baranchek and he got the knockout in the seventh round. And his last couple fights he's been getting knockouts and he's been looking good. He's been on the trajectory. He's a flawed fighter because he's been getting knocked down and stuff, but he had a bright future. But at this point in time, I don't know what to say about Montana Love. You know what I mean? Like I don't really see champion at 140. 140 is a kind of a deep division, and he can't be out here like slacking like that. He's gonna fall down in the rankings. I don't even think he was high in the sanctioning bodies anyway. You know what I mean? And now he just caught a setback when he didn't really even have to. He could have controlled himself. Like he pushed him. He started pushing him from the middle of the ring. Then he got him on the ropes, and then he pushed again and threw him over the ropes. You know what I mean? He could have controlled that. That's why he got disqualified. You know what I mean? I understand if you just push him to the ropes a little something like that, you frustrated, you getting hit or whatever, but he did go too far, but he Spark did land on his feet. I ain't know they. I mean, I don't know if they should have stopped the fight all the way just off of that with no warnings or nothing. But that shit was crazy. I don't think I ever seen that in a boxing fight like that. But he lost to Montana Love 15-1-1. I don't know Sparks' record, but that was just a crazy fight though. Montana Love, like he's kind of slick. He's skilled, but he get hit a little too much. You know what I'm saying? To be like top level. especially at 140 because there's killers at 140. I'm not sure if Montana Love's going to be a champion at 140. Now on top rank, Janibek. Janibek, he defended the WBO strap that he got after Demetrius Andrade vacated the belt, and he fought Denzel Bentley from the UK. We were expecting Janibek to run through this guy in 3, 4 rounds. You know what I mean? Because Janibek, he's been promoted as this monster. You know, nobody want to fight Janibek. Janibek will beat everybody ass. You know, that's what's been being said about Janibek. You know what I mean? And Andrade, he did vacate the belt and he didn't fight Janibek. I mean, because there's some, boogeyman signals there, but he looked it very vulnerable tonight. But there's some good things and bad things about this fight, and he don't got a lot of fights, so I'm not saying he's still developing because he looks like an older fighter. He's not like a prospect, but he is a good fighter. He just, pretty much he was just getting hit a lot and he just couldn't. He was going for a knockout in like the first 4 or 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of believed his own hype, thought Bentley was there to lay down, and he kind of gassed himself out a little bit in the first 4, 5 rounds. And that's when Bentley started to come on in the fifth and sixth. But I had Janibek edging that out like 8-4. He kind of like solidified it in uh, the last the last round when he won the 12th round. But yeah, you can say he got exposed because you seen some flaws in him. You know what I mean? Like he kind of, you can say he got a gas tank problem. He can't box going backwards. I mean, you kind of been seeing that, but he's one of them relentless fighters. You know what I mean? Like he try to come forward and overwhelm you. I mean, he's kind of okay at cutting the ring off, but not nothing super special. He's just a good fighter. I don't think that he's like the best at 160 or nothing like that. I mean, I say he's probably top five, but I don't think he just walked through any of the champions at 160. I don't even think he beats Charlo. Of course, he gives Charlo a run, but Triple G, that's a maybe. That's a maybe right there. But the experience of Triple G, I can still see Triple G beating him. You know what I mean? Because Janibek, he's kind of repetitive with this attack. You know what I mean? He got the 1-2. He got a real nice 1-2 with the right, with the left hand. He's got power in that left, but it seems like the power fades. It just his gas tank ain't all that, and he only fights one way. That's my thing about Janibek. But he's like a big, strong fighter, so he's gonna have a decent career for as long as he is around, and he do chase good fights. You know what I mean? So we gonna really get to see who he is. I think this is like his second tough fight because it was another dude that he was supposed to watch in a couple rounds that lasted like 9 rounds. It was an older fighter. He was kind of fighting like the way Bentley did, but he didn't have the gas tank himself, and Janibek eventually walked him down and got him out of there. But yeah, though. But yeah, he edged it out. I wouldn't say it wasn't no robbery or nothing like that. Just the dude had a lot of success on Janibek. when Janibek's supposed to be this killer, you know what I mean? But that's how you see that it's hard to defend that title, and that was his first title defense. But I just wanted to give my inputs on the fights last night. It was a decent night of boxing last night.